Are you ready to have your understanding of reality completely transformed? What if the deepest spiritual insights and the most cutting-edge science were pointing to the same mind-blowing truth? Today, we're diving into the fascinating intersection of spirituality and quantum consciousness, exploring how the ancient wisdom of mystics might just align with the revolutionary discoveries of quantum physics. Get ready to question everything you thought you knew, because this journey could unlock the secrets to a more conscious and fulfilling life. The quest to understand consciousness has spanned millennia, with philosophers, theologians, and scientists all grappling with its elusive nature. In ancient times, consciousness was often attributed to a divine source, an animating spirit that breathed life into the material world. Eastern traditions, particularly Hinduism and Buddhism, developed intricate systems for exploring inner states of awareness through practices like meditation and mindfulness. The Upanishads, ancient Hindu texts, speak of Brahman, the ultimate reality, and Atman, the individual self, suggesting a profound interconnectedness between all things. Similarly, Buddhist teachings emphasize the concept of emptiness, or shunyata, highlighting the impermanent and illusory nature of reality. These traditions offer a path to liberation through the realization of one's true nature, a state of enlightenment where the boundaries of the self dissolve into the vastness of consciousness. In the West, philosophical inquiry into consciousness dates back to the pre-Socratic philosophers of ancient Greece. Thinkers like Plato and Aristotle pondered the relationship between mind and body, laying the groundwork for future debates about the nature of consciousness. Plato, in his Theory of Forms, posited that the physical world is merely a shadow of a higher realm of perfect and eternal ideas. This suggests that true knowledge and understanding can only be attained through reason and introspection, by accessing the realm of forms within our own consciousness. Aristotle, on the other hand, emphasized the importance of empirical observation and the study of the natural world. He believed that the mind is inseparable from the body and that consciousness arises from the interaction of our senses with the environment. These early philosophical explorations set the stage for centuries of inquiry into the nature of consciousness, leading to diverse perspectives and ongoing debates. Fast forward to the 20th century, and the emergence of quantum physics brought about a radical shift in our understanding of the universe. Scientists discovered that at the subatomic level, the laws of classical physics break down, and particles behave in strange and counterintuitive ways. Concepts like superposition, entanglement, and the observer effect challenged our fundamental assumptions about reality. Superposition, for example, suggests that a particle can exist in multiple states simultaneously until it is observed, at which point it collapses into a single, definite state. Entanglement describes a phenomenon where two particles become linked in such a way that they share the same fate, regardless of the distance separating them. And the observer effect suggests that the act of observation itself can influence the behavior of quantum systems. These discoveries raised profound questions about the role of consciousness in shaping reality, blurring the lines between the objective and the subjective. Key figures like Max Planck, Albert Einstein, and Niels Bohr grappled with the implications of quantum mechanics, leading to ongoing debates about its interpretation. Planck, considered the father of quantum theory, introduced the concept of quantized energy, suggesting that energy is not continuous but rather comes in discrete packets. Einstein, while initially skeptical of quantum mechanics, made significant contributions to the field, including his explanation of the photoelectric effect. Bohr, on the other hand, championed the Copenhagen interpretation of quantum mechanics, which emphasizes the role of observation in collapsing the wave function. These pioneering scientists laid the foundation for a new understanding of the universe, one that challenges our classical intuitions and opens up new possibilities for exploring the nature of consciousness. Now, let's delve deeper into the connection between quantum physics and consciousness. One of the most intriguing ideas is that consciousness may not be limited to the brain, but rather could be a fundamental property of the universe. This perspective challenges the traditional view of consciousness as an emergent phenomenon arising solely from complex neural networks. Instead, it suggests that consciousness may be inherent in all matter, from the smallest subatomic particles to the largest galaxies. This idea resonates with ancient spiritual traditions that speak of a universal consciousness or a cosmic mind that pervades all of existence. The concept of quantum entanglement has also sparked speculation about the interconnectedness of consciousness. If particles can be entangled across vast distances, Could it be possible for minds to be similarly connected? Some researchers have explored the idea of non-local consciousness, suggesting that our thoughts and intentions may be able to influence events beyond the confines of our physical bodies. While this idea remains controversial, it raises fascinating questions about the potential for interconnectedness and the limits of our individual awareness. Furthermore, the observer effect in quantum mechanics has led some to propose that consciousness plays an active role in shaping reality. According to this view, the act of observation is not merely a passive process of recording information, but rather an active participation in the unfolding of events. This suggests that our thoughts, beliefs, and intentions may have a direct influence on the world around us, shaping our experiences and creating our reality. While this idea may seem far-fetched, it aligns with ancient spiritual teachings that emphasize the power of intention and the importance of cultivating positive thoughts and emotions. Consider the personal transformation stories of individuals who have experienced profound shifts in consciousness. Many people report experiencing a sense of interconnectedness, a feeling of unity with all things, after undergoing spiritual practices like meditation or mindfulness. Others describe encountering altered states of consciousness through psychedelic experiences, where they report gaining new insights into the nature of reality and their place within it. These experiences, while subjective, suggest that our ordinary waking consciousness may be just one limited perspective on a much larger reality. From a scientific perspective, researchers have begun to explore the neural correlates of consciousness, attempting to identify the brain regions and neural processes that are associated with conscious experience. Studies using neuroimaging techniques like fMRI and EEG have revealed patterns of brain activity that correlate with different states of consciousness, such as wakefulness, sleep, and meditation. While these studies have provided valuable insights into the neural basis of consciousness, they have not yet fully explained how subjective experience arises from objective brain processes. This is known as the hard problem of consciousness, and it remains one of the greatest challenges in neuroscience. However, some scientists are beginning to explore more radical theories that incorporate quantum mechanics into our understanding of consciousness. One such theory is the OR model, proposed by physicist Sir Roger Penrose and anesthesiologist Stuart Hameroff. This model suggests that consciousness arises from quantum computations occurring within microtubules, tiny structures inside brain neurons. According to this theory, these quantum computations are influenced by the structure of spacetime itself, linking consciousness to the fundamental laws of the universe. While the OR model remains controversial and lacks direct experimental evidence, it represents a bold attempt to bridge the gap between quantum physics and consciousness. Now, let's analyze some of the evidence-based theories connecting quantum physics and consciousness, assessing their plausibility and limitations. One of the most widely discussed theories is the quantum mind hypothesis, which proposes that quantum phenomena play a significant role in the functioning of the brain and the emergence of consciousness. Proponents of this hypothesis argue that classical physics is insufficient to explain the complexity and flexibility of consciousness and that quantum mechanics offers a more promising framework. However, the quantum mind hypothesis faces several challenges. One of the main criticisms is that the brain is a warm, wet, and noisy environment, which is not conducive to the delicate quantum phenomena required for quantum computation or entanglement. Decoherence, the process by which quantum systems lose their coherence due to interactions with the environment, is thought to occur very rapidly in the brain, making it difficult for quantum effects to persist long enough to have a significant impact on neural processing. Despite these challenges, some researchers argue that the brain may have evolved mechanisms to protect quantum coherence and that quantum effects may be more prevalent than previously thought. They point to evidence suggesting that quantum tunneling may play a role in enzyme catalysis and that quantum entanglement may be involved in the sense of smell. However, these findings are still preliminary and require further investigation. Another theory that attempts to connect quantum physics and consciousness is the Integrated Information Theory (IIT), proposed by neuroscientist Giulio Tononi. IIT posits that consciousness is directly related to the amount of integrated information that a system possesses. Integrated information is a measure of how much a system's parts are interconnected and how much information the system generates as a whole. According to IIT, any system that possesses a sufficient amount of integrated information is conscious, regardless of its physical composition. While IIT does not explicitly rely on quantum mechanics, it shares some common ground with quantum approaches to consciousness. Both IIT and quantum theories emphasize the importance of interconnectedness and the idea that consciousness may be a fundamental property of the universe. However, IoT also faces challenges, including the difficulty of measuring integrated information in complex systems like the brain and the lack of direct empirical evidence linking integrated information to subjective experience. Recent scientific discoveries have shed new light on the relationship between quantum physics and consciousness, although much remains unknown. Studies on the human microbiome, the collection of microorganisms that live in our bodies, have revealed that these microorganisms can influence our brain function and behavior. Some researchers have even suggested that the microbiome may play a role in consciousness, potentially through quantum communication between microorganisms and brain cells. Furthermore, advances in artificial intelligence (AI) have raised questions about the possibility of creating conscious machines. While current AI systems are not considered to be conscious, some researchers believe that it may be possible to create conscious AI in the future by incorporating quantum principles into AI design. However, this remains a highly speculative area of research, and there is no guarantee that conscious AI will ever be possible. The limitations of our current knowledge about consciousness are significant. Despite decades of research, we still do not have a complete understanding of how subjective experience arises from objective brain processes. The hard problem of consciousness remains unsolved, and there is no consensus among scientists and philosophers about the best way to approach this problem. Moreover, our understanding of quantum mechanics is still evolving, and there are many open questions about the interpretation of quantum phenomena. The relationship between quantum mechanics and consciousness remains a topic of intense debate, and there is no definitive evidence to support any particular theory. Despite these limitations, the exploration of the connection between quantum physics and consciousness is a valuable endeavor. By combining the insights of science and spirituality, we may be able to gain a deeper understanding of the nature of reality and our place within it. The contemporary impact of exploring the intersection of spirituality and quantum consciousness is far-reaching, influencing practical applications, cultural significance, technological insights, and emerging trends. In terms of practical applications, the principles of quantum physics and the insights of spiritual traditions are being applied to fields like healing, personal development, and leadership. For example, some practitioners of energy healing believe that they can manipulate quantum fields to promote healing and well-being. While the scientific evidence for energy healing is limited, some studies have shown that it can reduce pain and anxiety. Similarly, mindfulness-based interventions, which are rooted in Buddhist meditation practices, have been shown to be effective in reducing stress, improving focus, and enhancing emotional regulation. In the realm of personal development, the principles of quantum physics are being used to promote positive thinking and manifestation. The idea is that our thoughts and intentions can influence the quantum field and create our desired reality. While this idea is often presented in a simplistic and New Age context, it aligns with the ancient spiritual teachings about the power of intention and the importance of cultivating positive thoughts and emotions. In leadership, the principles of quantum physics are being applied to promote collaboration, innovation, and adaptability. Quantum leadership emphasizes the importance of embracing uncertainty, fostering interconnectedness, and empowering individuals to take initiative. This approach is based on the idea that organizations are complex systems that can be influenced by the collective consciousness of their members. Culturally, the exploration of the connection between spirituality and quantum consciousness is contributing to a growing interest in holistic and integrative approaches to health, well-being, and personal growth. People are increasingly seeking out alternative therapies, spiritual practices, and personal development programs that integrate the insights of science and spirituality. This trend is reflected in the popularity of books, articles, and documentaries that explore the connection between quantum physics and consciousness. It is also evident in the growing number of conferences, workshops, and retreats that focus on these topics. Technologically, the exploration of the connection between spirituality and quantum consciousness is inspiring new approaches to artificial intelligence, quantum computing, and other emerging technologies. Some researchers are exploring the possibility of creating conscious AI by incorporating quantum principles into AI design. Others are investigating the use of quantum computing to simulate complex systems, including the brain, in order to gain a deeper understanding of consciousness. Emerging trends in this field include the development of new tools and technologies for exploring altered states of consciousness, such as virtual reality and neurofeedback. These technologies are being used to study the neural correlates of consciousness and to develop new therapies for mental health conditions. Another emerging trend is the integration of quantum physics and spirituality into education. Some schools and universities are offering courses that explore the connection between science and spirituality, aiming to provide students with a more holistic and integrated understanding of the world. In conclusion, the exploration of the intersection of spirituality and quantum consciousness is a fascinating and transformative journey. By combining the insights of ancient wisdom traditions with the discoveries of modern science, we can gain a deeper understanding of the nature of reality and our place within it. Whether consciousness arises solely from the material brain or permeates the fabric of reality, its mystery continues to beckon. As we've explored today, the implications of this intersection are profound, touching on everything from our understanding of the universe to our potential for personal growth and transformation. We've seen how quantum physics challenges our classical assumptions about reality and how spiritual traditions offer pathways to expanded states of consciousness. While many questions remain unanswered, the journey of exploration is itself a source of wonder and inspiration. What are your thoughts on the connection between spirituality and quantum consciousness? Do you believe that consciousness is limited to the brain? Or do you think it could be a fundamental property of the universe? Share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. If you found this video informative and thought-provoking, please give it a like and share it with your friends. And if you want to stay up to date on the latest discoveries in science, spirituality, and consciousness, be sure to subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell. We release new videos every week. Your support helps us continue to create content that explores the mysteries of the universe and the potential of human consciousness. Thanks for watching.